Hey all, so I just had a few more things to add to the video you're about to watch. The first one is a shout out to Epicurean iRelief's 250 sub contest. I strongly urge you, if you're not already subscribed to him and if you haven't entered his contest, go and do that ASAP because he might have offered an extension. It was supposed to end on July 17th, but he didn't quite make the 250 sub goal. He got pretty close, but not quite. So go, I'll leave the link below. Go check out his contest announcement video, but also make sure you check out the contest update videos because he added a bunch of very generous prizes to his initial prizes, which were already very generous to begin with. So go check that out. The next thing is I do have a prize, at least one prize, very decent, to add to my own contest, but I gotta wait until I lose Burke Family 54's contest this Friday. It seems like it'll be fun to take part in that contest, but I probably won't be able to because of work hours or whatever. But go check out that and watch me lose. And then that very first picture that you see, I'll be going up against Los. And yeah, that first book I'm going to be adding to my own prize lot here. And then lastly, the one thing I forgot to mention about my own contest stipulations are that you got to be subbed to me. I think that's pretty much obvious, but just in case, that is one of the rules. Alright, so here's the contest video. Check it out. Hi, I'm Johnny, and this is Comics Altruism. This is my reiteration of my Pick 3 contest. It's kind of a road to 200 subscriber contest. The last attempt at explaining everything was a little bit garbled because I was in a rush to get that video released. So yeah, I'm just going to explain things a little better, I hope. What I'm asking of you is to pick 3 YouTube channels and give them superpowers, whether you want to make them useless superpowers or personal superpowers, as is the case with what a lot of you have done thus far, actually. So you'll get 4 entries if you make a video doing that, and then you'll get another entry if you leave a comment either in this video or the contest announcement video doing the same thing. So if you pick a total of 6 YouTube channels and give them all superpowers, 3 of them comments, 3 of them videos, then you can be entered 5 times for the contest. And then it's available to everybody. Like, there's no limitations on where I'm willing to ship. All the shipping's on me, so don't worry about that. That includes Israel, Matilda Gothica, although I know you already prize tagged 64-page special, which is very cool of you. Yeah, so then there are a bunch of prizes. I'm about to show you up close a little better than I did the last time. And you get to pick 3 of those prizes if you win. And I've already decided, based on the number of entries thus far, because we're just over halfway to July 31st, which I'm extending to August 3rd, just so you know. I am going to have a runner-up. So once that first prize has picked their 3 prizes, or the first place has picked their 3 prizes, I'm going to move on to the next one, and they get to pick 3 of the remaining prizes. So, you know, it's worth entering if you're into any of the stuff I'm about to show you. People 18 and under, or sorry, under 18 get parental consent. I think I legally have to say that. I'm not really sure why everybody does. I'm guessing there's a legal reason. And then this is not exclusive to comic book channels. So if you want to shout out like a cooking channel that you love and you want to give them superpowers, go for it. I just like to see the shout outs, and if there's anything I haven't seen, I'd like to be aware of, you know, who I'm not aware of in the community. I just think it's cool having shout out contests, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, let's turn the camera around and show you a little better what those prizes are. Alright, we're going to start off with who's entered so far. We've got Alex Big Blue with 5 entries, Matilda Gothica with 5 entries, and she also, just a shout out, she did this amazing Daredevil painting with the black mask, and it says Comics Altruism beside it, and so we've made arrangements. It's going to become a part of the wall art behind me. Unruly Simeon, we have 4 entries. We've got Thomas Wayne, 5 entries, Ruben Nieves, 4 entries, and Metarog with 5 entries thus far. Alright, so here's the prize lots. Prize number 1, we're going with some Lois Lane. We've got number 48 out of 5.0. And we've got number 80 out of 4.5. It's a little dirty, but it looks like something that can be cleaned off. And we got number 84 at a 4.0. Next prize is kind of a Fantastic Four lot. We've got Marvel 2-in-1 Annual number 1. That's at a 5.0. We've got Marvel's Greatest Comics at a, I'm going to say a 4.0. This tape stain here, which is unfortunate, but the rest of it's in pretty decent shape. We got some abrasion down here at the bottom, but otherwise, yeah, it's a solid 4.0. And number 32 for Marvel's Greatest Comics. That one's at a 4.5. Next one's a prehistoric lot. We've got Kazar number 1, and that's at a 9.0. And then this one, Kazar number 2 from the Silver Age, and that's at a 4.5. It's mostly because of this stamp here. The square binding isn't exactly square, and there are some tears at the top and the bottom. And then Kong 8.5, number 5. Still not really familiar with this. I wanted to read it, haven't had time. And lastly, Turok number 61, and that's at a 4.0. Next one is an X-Men lot. This is number 1 at a 9.4. Being conservative there, it's probably closer to a 9.6, even potentially a 9.8 candidate, but I'd rather not say that. So I'm just going to say 9.4. X-Men 2099, same thing here, number 1. And that's at a 9.4 kind of as well. It's better than a 9.4, but just to be safe. Then we've got an Amazing Adventures number 1. This is a reprint of X-Men number 1 from 1979. And I've got that at a 7.5, not because of any problems with the cover, front or back, but because on the interior, as you might know with pulp material, like the paper, it had a tendency to smudge, and that's what kind of happened with this one. Everything's completely legible. The illustrations still look great, but it's kind of got that, yeah, I'm just going to say smudgy sort of appearance to it. Next prize is Ghost Rider lot. This is the first 6 issues from that run. We've got number 1. This is the Gerard Way run. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Oh, missed one. Number 6 as well. And I got those all at a 9.4, even though they're probably slightly higher. And the next one is an Archie lot. So that's, it's kind of like, I called it a sampler pack in my first video. So we got Betty and Veronica, number 128. That's at a 4.0, mostly because of this staple pop here. We got Archie and Me, number 12. That's at a 4.5. Jughead, number 98, at a 4.0. Captain Hero, number 6, at a 4.5. And lastly, Laugh, 207, at a 4.0. Next prize lot is the Green Lantern Corps complete set, 1 through 3. And I've got these all at a 9.0. It's arguable they might actually be more like a 9.2, but what's a grade, right? Next one is an Adventure Comics lot. These are all at a 4.0. These are hefty reads, as I mentioned in the initial contest announcement video. 459, 461, very colorful, and 464 with the Dead Man story. And we got, it's kind of random. We're going to call this like a supernatural sort of lot. That's the Phantom, number 32. And this one was in a surprising grade considering when it was released. This is a solid 8.5. We've got Mandrake the Magician, number 1. There's some spec on this. I'm not sure if I trust it, but it's worth taking a look. And that's at a 4.0. And lastly, Where Monsters Dwell, number 4. That's at a 4.0 as well, mostly because of all this damage down at the bottom. It's also slightly off-center, but a lot of books were back then. We've got War is Hell, number 2. This is a war lot. It's really just 3 issues of War is Hell, but number 2 at 6.5. number 3 out of 7.0, and number 5 out of 7.0. We've got some westerns for you. It's 23 of Weird Western Tales, and that's at a 4.0. I love this yellow cover. That's number 24 at a 4.5. Then this one's a little unfortunate, but number 25, and I had to put that at a 3.0 just because it's this massive crease here, and there's another one here, and then that's not a tear, but it is like a crease up here. We got the tear there. Yeah, that's a 3.0. And then lastly, kind of like a creature lot. So Adventure Interfere with Man Thing, that's number 13. Got that at a 3.5. I think I could press it out and bring it up to a 4 or even a 4.5, but I haven't gotten to that yet. Got Werewolf by Night, number 18, and that's at a 5.5 just because of all these spine ticks. Otherwise, it's looking all right. Oh, and this down here. But anyway. And then, of course, Incredible Hulk 377 for first appearance of Professor Hulk, and that's at a 9.0. Again, probably closer to a 9.2, even arguably a 9.4, but just in case, 9.0. Okay, so there you have it. Those are your prizes to choose from. Shout out 3 channels, give them superpowers in a video. Shout out 3 more channels in a comment. Whether it's here or in the contest announcement video, there's another entry for you. And there you go. Thanks for watching, and thanks for entering those of you who already have. Have a great one. Bye.